Alright guys, so one of the questions I got the other day was, so I am skinny, is intermittent fasting for me or not? And my answer to this is always that intermittent fasting is mostly a fat loss thing, and it is really good for guys who need to bring their body fat percentage down, because the fat cells are estrogenic inherently, and when you've got too many of them, it's kind of impossible to be high T. So you've got to bring the fat cells down, brings the estrogen down, and then it allows the testosterone to go up as a result. But if you've not really got those fat cells there in the first place, then intermittent fasting isn't really going to help. It might cause more problems, if anything. Like if you need to gain muscle, I would say the ancestral diet, which is what my friend Reese likes to call it, that is going to be better for muscle gain if you're like a typical skinny guy. There's more calories there, there's more meals, it's just easier logistically as well to get more protein in and to gain more muscle, generally speaking. So yeah, my answer is like intermittent fasting is great for guys who need to lose the body fat. If you need to gain muscle though, you're already quite skinny, hit the gym harder. As I always say, like especially legs is the big one where you get like more of a bang for your buck from a testosterone release standpoint. One thing I always recommend clients to do is, you don't have to like kill yourself with leg training, but 2 sets to failure each time you do legs is going to be all you need. And when I say 2 sets to failure, I mean compound movements. So things like leg press, lunges, squats, deadlifts, any of that stuff is great. And that is enough really to set you up. I would do a few other things as well, like some leg extensions and some other stuff, but the 2 sets to failure is a big rule to follow that works really well. And on top of that, yeah, train hard in the gym. That's the main thing, especially legs. And yeah, I would follow more of an ancestral eating approach if you're a skinny guy. I mean, it's hard to explain. Like I can obviously write meal plans, and that's what I do for clients, and we tweak them over time as the guy loses weight or gains muscle and his needs change. But essentially, there's lots of meat, eggs, fish. You're eating 3 meals a day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and there's fruit. It's not zero carb. Zero carb and keto isn't going to be the best thing if you need to gain muscle. But that is generally how it looks. And then obviously you've got supplements as well. But yeah, the ancestral diet is probably the way to go if you're a skinny guy. If you're watching this and you're like 20% body fat, intermittent fasting. So it depends on you, depends on your starting point, but that's how I would explain it.